In the 32nd year of the Zhou dynasty, a fox entered the palace at night. Not as a fox, as a woman. She was described in court records as the most beautiful woman anyone had ever seen. She arrived without announcement. The emperor could not remember how she had come to stand beside him. He only remembered that once she was there, he could not imagine the palace without her. Her name, in the oldest records, is Daji. She has other names in other countries. In Korea, she is the Gumiho. In Japan, she is the Kitsune. In Vietnam, she is the Hồ Ly Tinh. The stories differ in their details. The animal is always a fox. The fox is always female. She always comes from outside. She is always invited in by a man who should have known better. What the stories agree on is what happens next. The Zhou dynasty, one of the longest in Chinese history, collapsed shortly after Daji arrived at court. The histories blame her directly. She encouraged cruelties. She poisoned the emperor's judgment. She turned him against his advisors. She made him forget everything except her. What the histories do not explain is how one woman, no matter how beautiful, could bring down an empire. The scholars who have studied the Huli Jing tradition across 3,000 years of East Asian history note something unusual. The fox spirit always appears at the moment a dynasty has already begun to rot. She does not create the weakness. She enters through it. She is less a cause than a mirror, reflecting back the corruption that was already there, amplifying it, making it visible until it destroys itself. The Chinese alchemical texts describe the Huli Jing as a creature that sustains itself on human vitality. Not cruelty. Vitality, attention, devotion. Every year of mortal energy given to her becomes a year of power. A fox with 9 tails is a fox that has lived 1,000 years, a fox that has consumed 1,000 years of human focus and desire. The records across China, Korea, Japan, and Vietnam do not share a common origin. The story is developed independently, yet the details converge. The fox arrives at a turning point. The fox is never fully hidden. Some part of her is always visible to those who look carefully enough. A tail glimpsed in a mirror, a shadow with the wrong shape, eyes that reflect light differently at night. Nobody who invited her in looked carefully enough. The last recorded sighting in the classical Chinese tradition was in the court of the final emperor of the Ming dynasty. The fox appeared 3 years before the dynasty ended. Whether she caused it or simply knew it was already ending, the historians have not agreed. Perhaps that distinction does not matter. Perhaps the fox knows something about endings that the court does not. She always arrives before the fall. She has not arrived anywhere recently. At least, not anywhere that has been recorded.